à mieux utiliser certaines choses, à mieux assimiler certaines choses grâce à la musique.
So, the other memory tool in neurologic music therapy is the other technique is associative mood and memory training. This one brings in the aspect of emotions.
Donc là, c'est plus par rapport aux émotions.
What happens to your memory when there's a strong emotion attached?
Qu'est-ce qui se passe à votre mémoire quand il y a une grande émotion attachée?
Easier to remember.
It's stronger, isn't it? It's more vivid.
Remember more things.
More details. Right. And how does music affect emotion?
I mean, we all
A
have.
lot of ways, right? Right. Okay, so there's a very strong connection between music, mood or emotion, and memory.
Une grande connexion entre les émotions, l'humeur et la musique.
And there are a couple different ways that we can use this technique, but one example might be a person with Alzheimer's disease. We're wanting to stimulate as much long-term memory as we can.
Quelqu'un avec Alzheimer, on essaie de stimuler la mémoire à long terme le plus possible.
So we bring in a song that we know is going to trigger an emotion that is very likely connected to something in their past.
Et du coup, on amène une chanson qui va sûrement, qu'on pense, va sûrement déclencher une émotion qui est liée à leur passé.
And it's going to help them, that combination of music that's emotional for them is going to help them access those memories.
Et la musique qui est donc émotionnelle pour eux, et ben, ça va les aider à se rappeler de ce souvenir.
Okay. Just like for you, if I were to bring in a song that's very emotional for you, you'd be able to talk with me about something in your history.
Si jamais vous écoutez une chanson qui est très forte, qui est très connectée émotionnellement, vous serez capable de parler d'un souvenir attaché à ça.
How did you have a question?
Yeah, I was, my clients, they don't really have that. Like they aren't able to connect to a song. Is that common, or is it because
I think you need
Kathy
the right
says
song.
it. Yeah, but they don't have, like, can't think of any.
Oh,
even.
they can't. No,
No.
you have to figure it out.
So we just have to, okay.
You talk to family members, you talk to people who know them.
Okay.
Yeah, that's where you have to do your background work to try to find the music that's gonna, because often they can't tell you what they like or what they know anymore.
Les patients d'Alzheimer, des fois, on ne peut pas trop savoir ce qu'ils aiment et tout, donc il faut se renseigner auprès de la famille pour trouver ce qu'ils aiment.
It's just like, it's so obvious whenever they do have that connection to the song and whenever they do really appreciate it. We can keep our clients' attention. Literally, we sang one song for 40 minutes.
Wow.
And, well, it was 30 to 40, but like an extremely long time, and then came back to it. And he was attentive the entire time, wanted to change instruments, keep going, sang along the entire time, and with other songs, he would just sit there and kind of mumble. So it's just,
So it's a way to really engage the people.
Right.
Il parlait d'un patient qu'il avait eu où il avait trouvé une chanson qui était vraiment connectée et ils ont chanté et joué sur cette chanson pendant 30 à 40 minutes alors qu'avant ils n'arrivaient pas du tout à faire réagir.
Okay. The other two areas are executive function training and then psychosocial behavior training. Executive function training, the only technique underneath it is music executive function training.
Oh.
Cette technique qui existe est l'enseignement de la fonction musicale.
And I'm guessing, well, what time is it now? Sorry, I keep asking. 10. Okay, yeah. We'll be done about 5 minutes, but I want to do an executive function, really brief example. So I just need some people who want to play. Somebody who wants to play some instruments. Do you want to do some piano? Okay. So I just volunteered Jonathan, piano. So somebody want to play drum? Yeah, you know you want to. Jump.
Percussionist.
Okay, Kabasa. Oh. Kabasa.
Kabasa.
Don't be afraid. Okay. You might want to turn your chair so you can see. Right there, I think. Just make kind of a play. Yes. Yes. Okay. And then you just make it so you can see each other. Okay. They're just going to do a little bit of improvisation together, but I'm going to give an instruction every now and then. They're on rhythm instruments, so the first instruction that I'm going to, what's your name? Austin. The first thing I'm going to ask you is for you to start, okay? So you start, and you guys, you'll just play along with Bastien, and when Bastien decides that it's time, that we're done, we'll stop. Okay?
Ils vont improviser et puis à donner quelques instructions au fur et à mesure. Donc là, la première, c'est Bastien qui commence et qui termine.
What sorts of executive functions were going on? If you go back to that slide, what were they having to do? Yeah, they're having to communicate with each other non-verbally, okay? I can get back there very fast. What else related to frontal lobe executive function? Okay, that's attention concentration, which is considered separate, but that definitely, that's like a basic prerequisite skill they had to have. Yes. Yeah.
Making decisions.
Decision making. Lots of decision making. Every one of them had to decide what am I going to play, when, am I going to follow that person, or am I going to try to lead them somewhere? Right?
Prise de décision, qu'est-ce que je vais faire, à quel moment, est-ce que je vais suivre ce qu'ils font, est-ce que je vais faire mon truc.
There it is. There's a sample. Okay. What else did you see?
Initiating behavior, like whenever
Initiating. They had to
Yeah.
decide, I'm actually going to play. Okay.
anticipating consequences, as in like they were, what's going to happen if I do this? Will they keep playing, or are they going to stop? Or
So it's that combination of into understanding consequences and making judgments, right? I know the consequence. If I do this, this will happen. So, is it a good idea? Is it not a good idea? Right?
Donc, penser aux conséquences, est-ce que avant de prendre une décision, et voilà, tiens, si je fais ça, qu'est-ce qui va se passer, et savoir juger si c'est bien ou pas bien.
Did you see them making some dynamic adjustments? Another decision, right? So leadership falls under this category. Any kind of leadership decision, any sort of, taking on a certain role.
Celui qui faisait un peu office de chef pendant l'implémentation, c'est aussi une prise de décision.
And basically, all of those higher level functions, you can address those more specifically by deciding what parameters you put around the improvisation.
Là, tout ça, c'est que j'essaie de travailler dessus plus spécifiquement.
Yeah, and then the last category, past executive function, is psychosocial behavior training, and the acronym is MPC, but it's actually music therapy and counseling. And this just has anything to do, and has everything to do with emotional adjustment, coping, anything that we do like songwriting to help a person cope with their illness, or lyric analysis.
Donc la dernière technique, ça a à voir vraiment avec l'émotion et savoir essayer de gérer leur manière, justement de gérer leur maladie, donc peut-être écrire des chansons.
So this category is very broad. We need more research in this specifically, but we have a good start, and we might see more techniques develop.
Donc là pour l'instant, ils font plus de recherches et ils vont commencer des recherches plus spécifiques et voilà, il va y avoir plus de choses plus tard.
All right. Yes.
So the techniques that you showed us were all of the techniques?
They're all of the cognitive techniques. For
Okay.
NMT. Yeah, there are 8 of them. Okay. So far. Always developing. Okay, any other questions? Great, let's go to lunch and we'll meet back here at